Hello and welcome, RSC fans, to tonight's feature matchup. I am Korov, and I will be casting tonight for you guys with El Duce. We're going to have an exciting matchup today between the Alpha Squadron and the Jesters in the Major League. Now let's jump right into the stats. The Alpha Squadron is sitting at 22-18, 4th in their division, 5th in their conference, but 10th overall. While the Jesters, only 2 games ahead of them at 24-16, are 6th overall. I think it's insane how there's only a 2-game difference, and they're 4 places different overall. Now, you may look at the stats yourselves and see, 6th place versus 10th place. Could be a stomp, could be an easy game. But I think looking at the rest of their stats will show them how close of a game this is. Now, if you look at their goals, it's 106 for the Alpha Squadron versus the Jesters 105. A 1-goal difference, putting them 5th and 6th in goals, respectively. Now, I think the really big difference that's going to come into play here tonight is the assists. The Alpha Squadron only has 63 assists compared to the Jesters' 75. That means that while the Jesters have a 75% assist rate, the Alpha Squadron only has a 59%. Now that's a huge difference. That means the Jesters are assisting 3 out of every 4 goals, and the Alpha Squadron is only assisting slightly more than 1 in every 2. Now I think that's something we're going to look at tonight here as we've watched these teams play. We're going to look for the assists. We're going to look at the team play. Now another thing is this is going to be a very good game because these teams both pick their shots very well. Alpha Squadron sitting at 34.6% shot percentage, while the Jesters sit at 33.2%. Now, in this entire matchup, there's only one player on either team that sits below a 30% shot rate, and that is Majestic Wolf. Now, Majestic Wolf is the Jesters sub, only playing 20 games this season, but if he comes into play today, we will have to look at him to see how he does on attack. Now, last thing is the saves. Alpha Squadron sit at 134 versus Jesters 121, meaning they've saved 13 more shots than the Jesters have. Now, this may not be a very good thing, as those shots mean that the Alpha Squadron is getting attacked way more than the Jesters. Now, El Duce, what do you think about this? What do you think is going to happen tonight?
Well, personally, I feel like the Jesters might be pulling it in because they seem to have a lot more of a assist and teamwork going for them. And when you're playing against a team like Alpha Squadron, it's your defense and your quick switch from defense to offense is what really helps you, because I can see Alpha Squadron really putting on the pressure, and the test for the Jesters is going to be, can you defend long enough to make the breakthrough when that opening occurs?
I think that's very true. I think another interesting fact is when I was talking to Dart from the Alpha Squadron, quick side note here, the Alpha Squadrons do have Dart and the Jesters have Daft. So I apologize if I mistake their names anytime during this cast. So as Dart was saying, they are going to have to play with their 4th man, T-Lord. Now, I think this may be a problem for Alpha Squadron, as he is their lowest in all of their shots, all of their stats. So it could be interesting to see how the Jesters try and capitalize. Now, last second thing here, I think the Jesters will take this series 3-1, as do their one player, Daft. All right, so as the game starts, El Duce, I'll let you take this one over.
And we see the good old Alpha Squadron winning the 50-50. The match is going on, and Ashes is for the first attack option, but unfortunately he misses a shot on the ball. But we can see a really heavy push here by Alpha Squadron, as I was saying earlier, and they are keeping the ball in the Jesters side of the pitch right now. Daft's managed to snag it up, and he's going for an offensive play, but the Alpha Squadron takes the ball back, and they're going for a goal.
Yeah, they're just putting the shots and looking for the mistakes there that the Alpha Squadron might make. Now, I also think it's going to be interesting. We see T-Lore in this match. Looks like there might be a little bit of miscommunication between him and his teammates, as it doesn't seem like he's quite on the same page as the rest of them.
I mean, this usually happens when you have a new player in the beginning. It takes him a while, but I should think second, third, and fourth match, he should have adjusted fairly good enough and be able to communicate and jive with them better. A good save by Graphic right there. On for their counter-attack, and it seems to be a goal, and it is a goal! They baited their time, they saw an opportunity, and Graphic just hit it in from half field into the back of the net.
Yeah, what a great play there by Jesters. Jesters were waiting for their opportunity. They were just biding their time, and as soon as Graphic saw that opportunity to counterattack, he immediately took it and just scored, and we start off with a 1-0 for the Jesters.
The Jesters grabbing the ball again seem to have acclimatized to Alpha Squadron's tactics. Graphic really good on defense this game. He's accounting for a lot of steals from the Alpha Squadrons when they're on offense. Vortex with a long shot. That's not able to tap it. And Vortex puts it back into the net.
You know, another thing where they're just putting shots up and then they're just waiting for the Alpha Squadron to make a mistake, and they're already capitalizing 2-0. Putting this game looking like it just might keep going in the Jesters' favor. Looking like they just take a game one, even though it is early. You know, I don't know if Alpha Squadron is going to be able to recover from this 2-0 deficit.
Yeah, Alpha Squadron seems to be overextending themselves, putting everyone too much in offense. And it seems so far that their aerial game and defense is slightly lacking because the high balls are what's getting them. We see Daft here with the ball. Can he score another goal? Tilo quickly intercepts that. Graphic comes in with a shot, but Daft right there to block it. Vortex with another lob on goal. It seems the defense is back in play. Alpha Squadron manages to save off that offensive assault.
Yeah, right here, this play was all started because T-Lore and...
Ooh, a close one here, dangerous position. Vortex quickly clears that.
Yeah, it seems like there's quite a lot of miscommunication between the two teams, between T-Lore and Dart, and then also the Jesters, letting that counterattack get through all of them and almost be resulting in a goal. Just an unlucky tap there from the Alpha Squadron.
All that was needed at that point was a right man in the right place, and that would have been an easy goal. Vortex with a quick save here.
The Graphic had a really key demo there. Without that demo, there would have been an easy follow-up goal, and Graphic just saved the day there for the Jesters.
Definitely. Daft with a lovely rush on the ball. Quick interception. Dat taking it back from his counterpart or in the opposing team, Dat. Graphic on the ball again. Long lob forward. Can he make something of it? And Vortex comes in like a storm. Unfortunately, he just misses that ball. Daft, with a correction, also misses it against the side of the goal. But I really see the Jesters making a push right here. They are really getting their shots on goal.
Yeah, sometimes it seems like they might be on their heels, but they're not worried. They're getting all the saves, they're getting the ball cleared, and it doesn't seem to be a problem for them. Well, it looks like the Alpha Squadron here is getting kind of frantic. There's only a minute left to make up the 2-0 deficit. Otherwise, they go down 1-0 in this first game.
Daft with a cross in front of Poe here, but no one in there to put it in. With 1 minute remaining, Alpha Squadron is still 2 points down.
And a Graphic trying to pass his last teammate, but Dart misses.
And Vortex comes in right above the net. I strongly believe the early goals by Jesters really put Alpha Squadron off their game.
Oh yeah, I agree.
They seem to have a collapsed strategy right now.
Yeah, just once you get that momentum going, it's so hard to stop.
Yeah. And a long ball and wonderful save by Dat right there. Wonderful save, but Vortex comes in to seal the deal.
That was a great follow-up there from Vortex, and we see the pass from Graphic. One of the great plays we see is we were just talking about how high their assist percentage is, and that's what we see there. A great pass from Graphic, thinking in the top corner, knowing his teammate was going to be there. And that's why we see Graphic and Vortex scoring so many goals, because they just have such great chemistry and team play coming from the two of them.
Definitely agree with that. At the beginning, it kind of looked like Graphic was going for goal, but then the quick rush in there shows you that it was planned. And the ball just needs to touch the ground here. And it seems like the game ends up 3-0.
Yeah, Jesters take the first one off, leading the series 1-0. Alpha Squadron looked like they did not want to end that game as a clean sweep there. They were trying desperately to keep that ball in the air and keep the play going. But in the end, they couldn't quite get it. I mean, I think it's interesting here. If you look at T-Lore, T-Lore didn't do that bad this game. You know, I know I said going into this game that T-Lore may be the reason that they have their downfall, but I don't think it was, you know, any player on the Alpha Squadron that you could blame. I think it was just that the Jesters played so well and had such great passes there to result in the goals and counterattacks that you know, the Alpha Squadron couldn't really do much against these guys.
I mean, personally, I feel like it's a little bit of what you said earlier. Not that Tilo wasn't playing his fair share, but I think the chemistry of Alpha Squadron's a bit off. Because like in their games, they are known for a great offensive and aggressive play, but Tilo coming in didn't sync up quite as well, and that gave Jesters the counter-attacking opportunities that they needed. Because over and over again, you'd see the entire Alpha Squadron team on the opposite side of the field attempting to go for goal, a ball snatched up by the Jesters, leading to a goal for the Jesters. So I wouldn't say it's so much on Tilo, but just he needs to like get that dynamic going with the group. And
and hopefully after playing this first game, you know, they'll have gotten used to each other's play style, but it should be interesting seeing what happens here, seeing who gets that first goal, because after the first game ends, the momentum it's gone. While they may go into the next game thinking they have a chance, but you know, nobody's winning right now.
A lot of struggling around the ball in the first few seconds of this match. Alpha Squadron seems to be back with their known aggression. An opportunity right here if Graphics could have just gone for it. Daft on the ball, Ashes taking it with him. Lovely dribble across Graphic. Daft with the interception and a clear across field.
Daft winning that high ball.
Yeah.
We've seen the Jesters going up for those balls up high and just winning all their chances. It doesn't seem like the Alpha Squadron has quite what it takes to get those aerial balls up high.
Yeah, the aerial game seems to be really off.
And if we look back there, we saw a second great bump.
And a goal by Vortex!
Yeah, I think that whole play was started. Graphic bumps, I think it was darts here, and that just puts the Alpha Squadron out of rotation, and they don't know what to do. Dart can't win that challenge. They just play the ball at field, and Jesters get an easy goal out of it.
Right now, I feel Alpha Squadron should take a moment, shore up their defenses, forget about attacking for now, just shore up their defenses, get some fatigue going in the Jesters, and then come back to their standard play.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right with that one.
Daft and Ashes Graphic with a quick tap against the wall. Vortex with a long shot across field. Can someone come in and clear it? Graphics is there to put it in the back of the net.
Once again, another great assist play from the Jesters. As Vortex goes, or sorry, if Graphic goes, no, I was right the first time. Vortex goes straight to Graphic. You see that dynamic duo that they've been playing this entire game, and they get their assist and they get the goal. Another 2-0 lead for Jesters to start this game.
And it seems like what you were saying earlier is proven to come true. The Jesters with their assists seem to be really winning this game. It's not so much the goals under the belt, but the assists that you can create for your teammates.
Yeah, exactly.
Graphics on the ball with a quick tap against the side pole, trying to go for offense. Ash is in there. Vortex with a quick interception and tap to the side. Ashes hits the ball against the side, and Vortex comes in, grabs it, taps it towards the side, and there it goes. Looking
Vortex,
like a classic header.
Vortex is just trying to bury Alpha Squadron before they can have anything to come back from. And I know Jesters, they don't want to have to call it a comeback. You know, they want to be ahead the entire game. They don't have to come back from behind.
Definitely. Well, in half the time, Jesters has put in the same amount of goals as the last match.
Yeah, it seems like they've only gotten stronger as time's gone on. I say it's Vortex.
Yeah.
There.
Graphics with a quick defense passing forward, but that seems to get it. Can an opportunity come here? Tilo on the ball. Graphics with a long shot. Is there something to happen here? Graphics again. Graphic, not graphics. I apologize. Graphics seems to be alone on the side wall.
Yeah, Ashes just bumped him like 3 times that play and put him in a good spot there.
Vortex with an intercept. Ashes. The Alpha Squadron is really bringing up their offensive game right now.
Yeah.
They're putting the Jesters on their heels.
I said their only problem with that though is that at one point they had 3 guys.
And Tilo comes in with a goal. Tilo sees a floating ball, comes in, and punts it in.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to, you know, just bash the Alpha Squad for having too many players up and not having everybody back on rotation, but it doesn't seem to matter as they get that goal and don't have to worry about rotating. And that play was really just put the ball on net. You wait for the Jesters to make a mistake, and they did. His Graphic and his teammate couldn't quite communicate there to clear the ball out.
Graphic trying for the quick revenge, but unfortunately the ball's stolen from him. He has the ball again with a long pass. Tilo in there to defend it, and since Tilo has gotten his wheels to the ground now, he seems to know where he's going, and the rotation seems to be better in the Alpha Squadron team.
Yeah, once again, we see the Alpha Squadron losing those high-up aerials. They can't keep affording to doing that if they want to come back from this match.
Ashes quickly taking one of the aerials. And Graphic seems to be the man on the ball today. The ball is practically with him half the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's either him or Vortex. I mean, Daft just sure made some nice plays too, but I mean, if you really look at this, it's just Graphic and Vortex that are making all the plays right now for the Jesters.
Graphic on the ball, Tilo in defense. Tilo for the aerial, and a successful clear by Tilo. Daft comes in with a follow-up. A good chance for an offensive attack across to the center, but Vortex manages to take it. Ashes again, and kind of goal happen here. Graphic is quick on the clear.
I mean, Tilo is quickly proving his worth to this Alpha Squadron team, winning 50-50s and just keeping the pressure up while some of his teammates can't quite do that.
Yeah, and Tilo is also displaying a lot of defensive rotation, rotating to the back end, defending the ball and quickly rotating forward. Can a goal come in here? Yes! Ashes with the counter attack puts the ball in the back of the net.
Anyway, with only 5 seconds left, it looked like Alpha Squadron might be able to come back from this deficit. We'll just see how this kickoff goes. I think part of that goal was Tilo dragging the defender outside by driving up the wing and making it look like he might be going for a pass, which resulted in the goal for Ashes.
Yeah, kickoff with the counter going down. Vortex with an attempt on goal. Graphic here, and hits the ground just before it hits the net. But Jesters again winning with 3-2. Same amount of goals as last match, but Alpha Squadron coming back with a vengeance.
Yeah, the Alpha Squadron they started their comeback too late. Sorry. If they had started that earlier, I think that match could have definitely gone a different way. You know, Ash is now saying he'll bet Daft to Golden Egg. It's going to become a 2-2 series, which is some harsh words coming out of Ashes. Now, one of the interesting things I'd like to talk about is that when I was interviewing Dart of the Alpha Squadron before this game started, I asked him how they were going to change going into these matches. And what he said is, we have to control the midfield. Now, I think he was spot on by saying that, but sadly, they haven't been controlling the midfield, and I think that's the reason they're losing these games. They're losing the aerials, they're losing the 50-50s. Until Tilo stepped up, they were down 3-0, and then all of a sudden, they're at 3-2. I think once they realize they need to control that midfield, like they were saying, the game just switches.
Exactly. I totally agree with that, and I would add to that the Alpha Squadron spirit I've gotten is that as long as they are keeping you on the defensive, you aren't trying to score them. You're just trying to keep the ball cleared. And that's where they get you. And Tilo is finally getting into that groove. And for all we know, Alpha Squadron might be back with a vengeance here to take the last 2 games of the match.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks like we have all of our players in the lobby after Daft just restarted his Rocket League. Now, one of the things I'd like to see out of the Alpha Squadron, I'd like to see Dart and Ashes playing just a little more aggressive, a little stronger, because they are the 2 top players on their team. Dart has actually been the only player in this whole entire series to play all 40 matches for his team, but he just doesn't seem to be showing up for his team tonight. We'll see if he can change that. Maybe I'll eat my words.
And a quick goal by That you are definitely eating.
Caster's curse, dude. Caster's curse. Dart hurt me, and he just got the fast goal. What a great reaction from him on the kickoff, though.
I wonder if that is the fastest goal so far.
At 3 seconds, might be. That was a great read off the wall by him, and he placed it just perfectly.
Definitely.
And yeah, Alpha Squadron getting this fast, getting the fast lead. Looks like they might have the momentum going into this game, just what they need if they want to get that 2-2. Now Graphic going up the wall. Looks like he might be going for a shot here, but the aerial is going to be an easy clear by T-Lore. Jesters going up for the aerial. On shot. Oh, Dart with the clear. Dart does not want to lose this game, especially after that fast goal. But the Jesters is putting it in front of the net, and T-Lore once again clearing the ball. T-Lore is playing great defensively so far. I mean, it's only been 30 seconds in, but he's already had 2 great clears.
T-Lore's defensive game's on point, and I think it's really holding up for the Alpha Squadron.
Oh, and a great goal there for Graphic. Yeah, just a great pass by Vortex again. We see those assists between those 2 dynamic duo players. Graphic and Vortex just coming together.
The power couple of the century.
Duo. Yeah, exactly. The power combo of the century. You're right. And Vortex winning the kickoff. They don't want to get a fast goal again. I think it's one of the few times in this match we've seen Vortex actually miss an aerial.
True.
All right, and then T-Lore just gets beat again by Graphic in the air. Graphic just keeping the pressure up. He's trying to hope one of his teammates is going to be there to finish the shot for him. Vortex waiting on that touch, but he gets bumped. The bump from Ashes could just result in a goal here. And T-Lore going for a shot. Graphic with an easy clear, but Dart quickly recovers and puts the goal into the top of the net. Alpha Squadron really showing a different team here.
He darted right in there. Came in like a wrecking ball.
Exactly. Yeah, Alpha Squadron don't want to lose this series. They want to have to tie this series. I mean, obviously they wanted to win, but they just showed up too late for that to happen. T-Lore coming off the wall. Not a great touch here, but Ashes looks like he's going to clear it. And a great challenge there from Vortex. Ball quickly going the other way, and a pass to T-Lore, but T-Lore takes it too wide first. They're trying to get it out of this corner. Graphic putting it over Ashes. But Dart looks like and he hits the post there, but he had a great turnaround counterattack there. Daft almost beats him with the dribble.
Ashes with a wonderful defense there.
Yeah, exactly. Vortex taking it back. Great pass back to Daft. Daft and Dart playing against each other. The caster's worst nightmare. Dart trying to get that goal in. Can't quite get it, but T-Lore finishes
for the win.
The sub coming in to sweep up that goal.
And I feel that's also another thing that's really key. Just being around waiting for the rebound.
Yeah, exactly. They've done a great job of this game. Like 2 of their 3 goals have come off rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, I feel like this game might be 2-2.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh. And Dart just hits it just wide after T-Lore tried to get the same goal that Dart got to start off this game. Oh, and a pass to Daft. He puts it up for Vortex. Looks like it's just wide here. T-Lore clearing the ball, but he misses. Dart taking it up the side. But a Graphic with a challenge loses the challenge. Dart going for the second hit here with the bump on Daft. Oh, and if Ashes was just a little bit higher on that, that would have been a great goal. Graphic putting 3 people on that ball, but Vortex rotates back. And T-Lore can't get a great hit there. And Ash unlucky on that defense.
And Graphic takes that in.
Yeah, Ash just waited too long to challenge here. Probably didn't see Graphic coming, and Graphic was able to put that ball in the open net and score.
I think actually it stemmed from the demolition earlier. They just got a bit off on the rotation.
You're probably right. Yeah, Ash just wanted to redeem himself here with that hit. Vortex, like we said, not missing very many aerials, but Ash is going for that touch. Waited again. Oh, and T-Lore beats 1 defender. Puts it in the middle. Ash is going for the shot.
Finish it? Unfortunately, Vortex comes in like a storm, clears that ball right away.
Vortex looks like he wants to get a goal of his own. Beats 2 defenders. Ash just almost loses that challenge, but he gets it past midfield. Graphic trying to get another goal. Then Vortex pinching the ball into the corner. Puts Ash in an uncomfortable position, but he is able to get that aerial clear. And a demo from Vortex on Dart, making it a 2v3 situation, but Ash just goes to clear the ball once again. Dart bumping his teammate. putting him out of the rotation. Graphic going up for the shot. Pops it over T-Lord.
Ashes with a wonderful play right there.
Vortex trying to keep the ball up high so he can beat these defenders. Graphic just misses the save as it bounces, hits the crossbar, and goes straight in. Alpha Squadron just putting the shots on target and waiting for the mistakes.
That was quite the long lob.
Yeah, I like that close-up on the white Zombas there. Vortex going for the hit. Looks like Daft might be able to return it here. Just misses it. Vortex playing it back to Graphic. Oh, and Daft going for the hit. T-Lord with a great clear there. The Jesters trying to keep the offensive up. But they can't quite do it. It's like,
and I feel like Alpha has really pushed Jesters into a defensive position. They are really forcing them to stay in their side of the field and keep the ball out.
Oh, 100%. They're just making sure that they're not missing any of the defensive plays they need to. And when they are, I mean, Jesters are quickly capitalizing, but it's not happening often enough for the Jesters to really have anything to go on. Ball put directly in front of the net.
Wow.
So Graphic might be going for a center here.
Yeah.
He almost beats T-Lord, but T-Lord with the clear.
T-Lord's, I personally feel like T-Lord's the defensive wall for Alpha right now.
Yeah, he's the backbone. Graphic, not a great touch, putting Daft in an uncomfortable position. Puts it straight up for T-Lord to hit, and T-Lord just goes under it. And with 4 seconds left, it looks like that will be the game. Game number 3. Let's see if we can get a goal here at the end of it.
Oh, this is looking...
Graphic almost have it. And Dart with the clear. And it hits the ground. Alpha Squadron take that game, make it a 1-2 series. This next game decides if it's a 3-1 or a 2-2. Should be very interesting.
I personally feel it's going to be a 2-2. I feel Alpha's taken a while, but they've gotten the chemistry right. T-Lord, Dart, Ashes, they're communicating well, and they're ready to finish this game. Because they were the favorite to win, but the T-Lord substitution might have messed up their communication, but now they have gotten in sync. I think they'll be taking this last game as well.
Yeah, I think they've got the momentum going into the last game. You could see it at the end of the second game when they went from a 3-0 to a 3-0 to a 3-2, and you could see them just start to click as a team. And you could see them build that momentum to come back for this game. Now, if they can carry that on to the next game, I think the game will be theirs without even a problem. I don't think Jesters will have a chance. But if something happens, there's a mistake made early on. If Jesters take the first goal, I don't think Alpha Squadron takes that game. I think you can decide that whole game in the first minute. Whoever scores the first goal wins.
I'll probably say Jesters should probably just hunker down and build a wall.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Jesters aren't necessarily known for that, as they have less save than the Alpha Squadron and aren't even in the top 10 in saves when it comes to their division. I mean, they're 5th in assists, 4th in shots, 6th in goals. Great stats, then their saves are just kind of lacking. So let's see if they can do it, though.
Ashes with a quick opportunity on goal, but unfortunately a little bit too high. Graphic with a pass to Daft. Floating ball, can T-Lord save it there in the net to bring it out? Vortex with a long lob over. Can it come down close enough? Graphic in there, but unfortunately his tap went a little bit wide.
Yeah, Jesters playing the ball up high, knowing they can beat Alpha Squadron in the air. But once they make that mistake, it's a quick counterattack there from Alpha Squadron.
And T-Lord's movement from back to front is really impressive in this game. He's always seeming to be moving. He's not just staying waiting for the ball. He's transitioning real good. Vortex with an aerial on the ball. Past that, but Ashes intercepts it. Ashes across to the center here could prove fruitful, but Daft manages to clear it out. An open net. Unfortunately, a bit wide, and Graphics unable to touch it in. Graphics with a wonderful dribble into the back of.
That was beautiful. He just takes his time, takes it up the wall, and dribbles it right where the defenders can't reach it.
And puts it right in the corner. Drives it from the top. Wonderful play there by Graphic.
No chance the Alpha Squadron saves that. Or sorry, no chance the Jesters saved that.
They were just all in the wrong position.
Yes.
Graphic taken out, Vortex on the ball, Graphic back again. Daft and Dart. Graphic with a long lob towards center. Ashes almost in the net, but Vortex right there to clear it out.
Yeah, it looks like I think this will definitely be the Jesters game. Like I said, I think the first goal decides the whole game in this game, and I think the Alpha Squadron don't have their momentum, that don't have that chemistry that they had last game, and I think Jesters will take this one. I know there's 3 minutes left.
Might still have the comeback here. I'm feeling Alphas with the comeback here. An opportunity for goal, and Telos puts it in. A floating ball just bouncing around. No one was there to clear it. Telos saw his opportunity, came in, and dunked it in.
I mean, Taylor Hortestocking said, don't call it a comeback. It's not a comeback. But just mistakes there by Jesters, letting the ball bounce in front of their net for 3 players to have an attempt. There was a triple commit there, and it just resulted in a goal for the Alpha Squadron because the Jesters weren't prepared.
Nice save there by Dart. Although the Jesters putting offensive pressure this match. Tilo grabs the ball. Can he transition quickly? Unfortunately, Graphic right there to intercept it. Back in the hands of Alpha. Ashes towards Dart. Tilo with a long lob. Can Dart put it in? Unfortunately, all 3 members of the Jester were there to bump him out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, Daft's been playing great today for the Jesters on defense, but the only goals I think we've seen today are out of Vortex and Graphic, and I think Daft, if they're going to want to win this game, Daft has to step it up on his offense and not just keep staying back on the defense.
An opportunity here of something time, but Vortex is Vortex with a quick clear there. Daft with a long look forward. Bounces off the net. Can someone finish it in? Ashes is there to finish it, but Daft is there to save.
Yeah, Daft there on the defense again, making sure they don't get scored on. Oh, look at this counterattack here.
Open net. And the Jesters puts in the second goal.
Yeah. The whole play starts with the first save by Daft, then a great clear from Vortex, and Daft just puts it right back to him. And that's what we're seeing today. We're seeing the Jesters with their great team play and all those assists, just showing the Alpha Squadron how you play as a team.
50-50 being won by the Alpha Squadron. Ashes and Daft with a rapid play, but Graphic was right in there to defend. Dangerous position there.
Just puts it wide.
Ashes, well, it seems the Jesters are reevaluating their strategy, and they've gotten the momentum from their first 2 goals.
Yeah, I think at the same
having a much harder time winning this match than the previous ones.
Yeah. I still think that first goal really shook Alpha Squadron. Yeah. I think they weren't prepared to concede the first goal, and so they were just kind of expecting to come this game, score the first goal or 2, and then not have to really worry. And then they weren't ready to get scored on first.
And great that show of defense by Jesters. With your mind, and especially with how quick these games go.
Yeah, exactly. It's over in a blink of an eye. You know, you play Dota 2 and you lose like first blood. It's no big deal. You get that game for an hour. You play Rocket League, you lose the first goal, and you're already starting off down 1-0.
And it seems like the Jesters have sealed the deal here. Graphic coming in with the 3rd goal, but it's not unheard of for 17 seconds to yield 2 goals in Rocket League. But
yeah,
it seems like Jesters might win this.
It's definitely looking a little bleak for Alpha Squadron, but yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Tilo with a bouncer, a little bit of pinball. It's a bit of tennis happening here. And the Jesters win this match.
They take the series 3-1. That was a great bunch of games from the Jesters. As you see why they are so high in their division and overall. I mean, they're just having great passing plays that, result in these goals that are beautiful to watch. You have Graphic just taking the ball in for an aerial goal by himself. Like, he had no reason to do it, and he did it. Daft saying in chat he called it 3-1. Oh, I agree with him, though, Daft.
He did call it.
Yeah,
I honestly thought it would be a 2-2 after seeing the third match, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I think Alpha Squadron they had to wake up sooner. I mean, the first game, it's excusable. The second game, you don't wake up till 3 minutes into the game. You can't really expect much better outcomes than a 3-1, honestly. So I think, given what they had, I think the Alpha Squadron did fine. They need to wake up earlier in all their matches.
I mean, and Alpha Squadron has been a powerhouse of the league. They've played some really good games. It just seems that this was not their day today.
Yeah, not their day.
Yeah, it was a good match to watch, though. Very exciting. I would like to thank both El Duce and Corridor for the casting tonight. We also have a few links below our stream to our YouTube channel. It's got playlists from Season 1 and this current season if you want to catch up on past matches. We have a link to our website. We'll have all the stats and standings for all leagues that we have, which Premier, Elite, Major, Minor, and Challenger. We also have a link to our Discord for anyone new. We'll have our next stream match this Wednesday, 10:20. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and good night.